This is HQ. This was the 30-day part of the 30-day challenge that that I meant to tell you, but I didn't mean to tell that I didn't get to tell you, right? Um, some new changes are coming down the pike for people in credit, right? Now, I'm always talking about credit. Here's the deal. Come next week, the beginning of next week, come March 17th, there are going to be some new changes to the credit reports. They're not going to be able to report medical debt on your credit report come March 17th. So on the 17th, you're going to be able to go, or March 18th, you're going to be able to go to your credit report and dispute the medical claims that are on your credit report, and then they have to remove them because they can't legally report them. It's not saying that you don't owe them, because you still owe them. You still owe the credit reports. The bill. You still owe that medical bill. You still have to pay that medical bill. Don't get it twisted. It just cannot be reported on your credit report. Now, what we're really looking to do is get the student loans and all that good stuff taken off, right? And a lot of people have student loans, they have medical bills, they have all these kind of things. But now we have in place something that says no medical bills can be on your credit report. That is a good thing. So we won that particular fight. There was a particular somebody went to bat for us, medical bills, and now you don't have to have them on your credit report. That's the first change that's coming to your to your credit report, and you got to be on the lookout. I'm talking about March 17th is when they have to take all of those medical things off. Now, that being said, you still gonna owe that medical bill. Pay that bill on time, every time, okay? All of these things still need to be paid because it's your word that these things are going to be paid. March 17th, they're not going to be able to put medical bills on your credit report. So that's a good thing for a lot of people. I don't know whether they're doing it now. I haven't seen a medical bill on my credit report in a long time. But you need to check your medical report. You need to check your credit report. Get your credit report in order. Look, if you own credit cards, you may be able to take advantage of some free monitoring of your credit score. Maybe one of the credit reports will be able to be monitored freely through the credit card that you have. Maybe you can do that. I know you can go to FICO.com, and it used to be where you can get one score for free, and then you would have to pay for the rest for the other two. There are only three: Experian, Equifax, and Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. I'm sorry. So those are the ones that you have to go check and find out. Most people don't check their credit report because they think living by cash is the way to go. But you have a lot of things on your credit report. When you go to buy a house, you go buy a car, these things are on your credit report. Go check your credit report, okay? You can get your credit report free every year. Free every year. You just go to a website, fill all the information in, and then request it, and you can get it online or you can get hard copies. Depends on what you want. I usually get mine online. I get my credit report online, and then I print it off. Now, March 17th, all medical bills got to come off your credit report. Boom, that's done. You just request it to be off your credit report, and it'll come off. Number 2, October, November, December. At the end of the year, okay, they're going to start using your regular bills to give you a credit score. At the end of the year, they're going to start using your regular bills to start giving you a credit score. You know how a lot of people don't want a credit card? Well, you don't need to have a credit card now. What you need to have is a consistent payment history. Regular bills will boost your credit score. New credit score model is coming into play October, November, December, and you need to be ready for that when it's time for you to get credit for a car or a house or whatever. Go to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. You can get your credit reports for free from annualcreditreport.com. You can get your credit reports for free. You can go to FICO.com and you can get one of your credit scores. Okay, the annual credit reports don't give you your scores. FICO.com gives you a score, and sometimes when you have credit cards, those credit cards give you access to a free score. So you try to get as many free scores as possible, or you can go to FICO.com and you can pay for all three. But by the end of the year, they're going to take other alternative things to give you a credit score. Normally, we say we got to go out and get a car or a house to get, or a credit card to get a credit score. Now, October, November, December, they're going to start using alternative ways to get you a credit score. They're going to start looking at your housing history. They're going to start recording your housing payments, your mortgage payments. They're going to start using your car note to look at your credit score. All of these things are going to come into play. And people are like, oh, no, I don't pay my stuff on time. Well, you need to start paying stuff on time, because they're going to start using your utilities, your gas, electric, and water. They're going to start using those for a credit report. If you don't have a credit score and you are new to getting credit, they're going to start using your rental payments, your car payments, what else? Utilities, your cell phone bill, your job history. They're going to start using those things in order to tell what kind of credit history you have. So this is happening October, November, December of this year. So you need to get your stuff in order, because they're going to start recording those starting in October. Okay? Phone, electric, gas, they're going to start recording those. So if you don't have a history of credit, this is a way to build up your history credit if you don't have a car, a house, or credit cards, right? Utilities, rent, car note, car phone, cell phone, job. Those are going to be your credit history starting in October, November, and December. These are two important changes that come to the credit score, credit reports from Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. You can get those free, all three of those credit reports free every year from annualcreditreport.com. Now, the two changes are important. Why? If you're a new person and you've never had credit, this is perfect for you. That's all you have to do is focus on two. Pay your bills on time, pay your rent on time, pay your car note on time, pay your phone bill on time. And you want those things recorded on your credit report. I guess you may have to report this stuff on your credit report. You may have to report to your credit bureau and say, hey, I want you to record my phone, electric, gas, water, blah, 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 in order to get a credit score. And that's amazing, because I didn't even think they could do that. But then they're going to start that this year, and then you're going to be great. March 17th, however, a lot of people don't have medical bills, but they're going to have to take all of your medical bills off of the credit report. That don't mean you don't have to pay it. That doesn't mean you're not going to pay it. You're going to pay your bills on time. But we're saying young people become eligible to buy things quicker if their history of paying bills on time is good, and they allow the credit credit bureaus to record what they're doing. Okay. And a lot of people that started to implement this about 2 or 3 years ago, but it was not widespread, because I remember me putting my bills on the credit and not really consistently keeping up with that, right? Because I built credit up from house, car, credit cards, right? I built my credit up from that. So I have an extensive history of credit reports. I have an extensive history. It's not a good thing for people who have an extensive history, but it's a good thing for people who have a new credit history. Okay, now you have alternative ways in order to record your credit score or make a credit score. Utilities, rent, gas, electric, car phone, car note, mobile phone, job. All of these things are going to go on your credit report. Just imagine not having to get credit cards, and you can get a house because you got a history of paying your rent on time. You got a history of paying your cell phone on time. You got a history of paying your car note or going to work on time. This is going to be implemented this year, so it's a new form of the scoring model, or the Yeah, the model, credit score model. So once they implemented that new credit score model, it's going to take place this year. It's going to be kicked out this year or rolled out this year. And then our young people are going to be able to take their car note if they're paid in on time, never been late. They're going to be able to take that car note. They're going to be able to take their job history. They're going to be able to take their cell phone history, because young people normally have maybe a car note or a cell phone history, and put that down to be something that's a positive when it comes to buying a house. And they ought to be able to record those things. So I'm saying these are extensive changes to the credit bureau, right? I personally think that they should take student loans off credit history, student loans off credit bureaus, and take off the inquiries. If you have an inquiry that you didn't get the product that you applied for, take it instantly off. Take the credit inquiry off instantly. And if you did get the piece of credit that inquiry was inquiring about, it stays on for 6 months. I wish they would take inquiries out, but they don't. I don't think I've had inquiries on my credit report for at least a year. You want to be able to have zero inquiries when you go look for. I have another year before I can apply for anything. I have another year before I can apply for another credit card, or I can apply for a house or a car. I have to buckle down for the next year and a half. I can't do anything and pay off the credit cards that I have, right? And you all know my journey of paying the credit cards off. I put all my credit onto the biggest credit card that I have, and you know that credit card is like 50,000. So I put all my credit card debt onto that one card, and I'm chunking $600 a month at that card every month. So this is a revolution or a breakthrough. Please hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. This is a revolution for the credit card credit reporting agencies. March 17th, all medical bills have to come off your credit report. They will take them off, and if they don't, then you need to dispute it and get them taken off. That doesn't mean you don't owe the bill. It just means it's coming off. At the end of the year, October, November, December, they're going to implement all of these changes where you can use other alternative things in order to get a credit score. That includes your car note, cell phone bill, mobile bill, utilities. All of those are going to be counted as credit reporting things. You can ask them to report it. You go to the credit bureau and you say, hey, I want you to report my history of my credit card. History of my cell phone, the history of my car note, or my history of my whatever. History, one of the alternative forms of payment that you all are using. Mobile phone, my history of my mobile phone. So I want you to do that. That way I can use that in order to buy me a house and in order to buy me a car or whatever. People are reluctant to get credit cards. Okay, fine and dandy. I get it. I got like 40 something. But I'm a person that collects credit cards like that. And I pay my bills on time. I've never been late in like 18, 20 years. But credit cards like this for young people, or credit for young people, you can use a cell phone, car note, utilities, all of these weird bills that you pay every month, but you don't have any record of paying it. Job history. She's been on her job for 2 years. Hey, she's 21. Can she be trusted in order to buy a house? Yes, she's been on her job this long. Maybe she can be trusted to buy a house. So, important changes to the credit report this year that people need to be aware of. This is one of the 30-day challenge subjects, 30-day challenge subjects that I wanted to get out there. I had forgotten about it yesterday. Credit reporting. You can go to myfico.com or fico.com and get your credit scores from there. They're kind of steep, maybe 30, 40, 50 bucks. I'm not sure how much, but I know it's around that much. You can go and get your annual credit report, annualcreditreport.com, for free. Every year you get a free credit report, all three, from the credit bureaus. You can, what else? You can monitor your credit reports through credit cards or other things, other alternative sites that will let you monitor your credit report. CreditKarma.com, that's a good thing. That gives you notifications of when when things hit your credit report, when your score goes down, when your score goes up. I use all of these things to monitor my credit report. Okay, I look at my credit report like every week, once a week. Anything comes on my credit report, I immediately check it and figure out how to change it, right? If you're looking to buy a house, a car, or whatever, If you're not looking to do that, then settle back and then let whatever. But it's going to be very important for the next 3 or 4 years because we're going into a recession in order to be aware of your credit report and what goes on your credit report, what is on there before the bad times hit. Because this lady described it to me yesterday. She said, hey, you switched over all your credit to one credit card. I said, yes. I had about 5 or 6 credit cards, and I switched all of the debt over to this one big credit card, which is $50,000. So I'm going to start chucking money at that $50,000 credit card that I have. She said, that's going to be cool, but when this recession hit and we get slow to work, or I get slow to work, I probably only going to be paying the minimum. I said, yeah, I'm not paying the minimum now, but maybe I'll be paying the minimum of those credit card payments later on. She said, once you start paying the minimum and then you get down to not being able to pay half or even none of them, that's when we're going to be in trouble. I said, you're right about that. I said, so we need to hurry up. Whatever you need to do right now, you need to start throwing money. If you can throw money at whatever the credit or debt that you have right now, and that includes credit cards and extra things that you have, those Affirms, pay as you go, all of those things. Start throwing money at the loans, any kind of loans that you have. Start throwing money at those right now so you can pay those off by the end of the year. Okay? Then by the end of the year, the only thing you need to focus on is maybe your car note, your house note, and maybe one credit card, which is what my goal is, to get down to one credit card. So I'm saying these important changes don't affect me, not really, because I don't have any medical bills on there. But people who have medical bills coming up, people who have medical bills on the credit report, this will affect you come Sunday. Yeah, come Sunday or Monday, you won't have to have any of those medical bills on your credit report. Go to annualcreditreport.com and get your free credit report. Every year, every person in the United States gets one set of free credit reports from annualcreditreport.com. Every human being in the United States gets one set of free credit reports. Annualcreditreport.com. Go there and get your free reports. It'll be right online. As soon as you fill out the information and they verify that it's you, it will come on the screen and you'll be able to print that. You'll be able to print that credit report right on off, or you can do whatever you need to do, screenshot it, whatever. But you can get it for free. Okay? So I forgot to tell you all this yesterday. That's what I meant to tell you. Get your credit reports. This is how, and you monitor them every week. You get the free credit report today. Free credit report today, tomorrow. Then once you get your free credit report, you look it over. Anything that's wrong, anything that's out of the ordinary, anything that don't look right, the wrong amount, the wrong date, the wrong service, whatever, you dispute that. And you might get lucky and it might come off your credit report. That's what you want to do. I remember I had like 15, 20 things on my credit report maybe 15, 20 years ago. I disputed all 15 of those things, and it's 5 of them buggers came off and my credit score went up. Okay? I disputed because it had the wrong amount, it had the wrong date, it had the wrong something. And I said, that ain't mine. That's all I said was, that ain't mine. And I let them do the investigation, and they had to prove that it was mine. When they couldn't prove it, they took it off. That's when my credit score started to rise, right? And so this is the same thing that you do in order to get your credit report straight. But I'm saying by the end of the year, we want to be in a position where we only owe our house note and our car note, right? House note, because we got to buckle down, and that's the only thing we got to be able to pay for the next 2 or 3 years. That's the only thing you want to have to pay. Everything else got to be cash, right? Because this is what we want. This is what we want to do. We want to weather this storm. We don't want to have 1,000 damn bills. I didn't want to have 6, 7, 8, 9 credit cards. So I took all my credit cards and all my credit card debt and put it on one credit card. If you're able to do that, then you do that and then pay that one credit card. But if you ain't able to do that, make a plan to snowball that debt out of there. Okay? And this is what I wanted to explain to you guys. This is what I wanted to say. I wanted to make sure you guys got this message about medical bills coming off your credit report March 17th. Changes where you will be able to report your utility bill, your cell phone bill, your all these little bills, and that will be able to boost your credit score, right? October, November, December. It's a new credit model, new credit scoring model that's coming out. So I want you guys to be aware of it. Go get your free annual credit report from annualcreditreport.com. Go get that free credit report. Look at it'll be right on the screen, or you can print it. It'll be right on the screen as soon as you get done inputting the information and they verify who you are. These are things you can do right now to be proactive with your credit. Look at your credit, if you can, and creditkarma.com. Creditkarma.com. That's a free monitoring system that shows you your credit every day. You can look on it every day. The changes come on there. You got a credit card, hit your credit report. You got this, that to hit your credit report. This helps monitor your credit report too. But I'm saying in the next 3 or 4 years, we're going to have to be huge on keeping our eye on our credit report. So this is all I wanted to tell you guys. Thank you guys for listening. I'll be giving you tips and tricks, hopefully every day, about certain things that we need to do, certain things that we need to be aware of as parents, as family members, as folks. We need to get it together. So I'm looking out for the poor man, the regular man, the everyday average person. We need to make sure that we are doing the right thing as far as our credit, our family, and this, that, and third. So this is HQ letting you guys know about credit history, medical bills that come off your credit comes this Sunday that got to come off. You can make them take it off. Credit reports that will report the things that you don't have a record of on your credit report. All of these things, these changes are coming this year. Please listen to the description. Please hit the like button. Thank you very much. And I'll have another tidbit probably tomorrow regarding family and being a mother and all of those things. And this is a credit report portion of the 30-day challenge. Thank you very much.